Welcome back to Formula One. Last time out in Jeddah, if we can even call it that, the race was an absolute stinker. We were robbed of a points finished, robbed of beating our teammate over the course of a whole weekend by two drivers. Initially, it was not that bad, but initially by Fernando Alonso. And the second time around, when we were about to go into a fight with everyone to get back into the points, claw our way back, because we had the pace after qualifying P7 on the grid, it was Logan Sargent that squeezed us into a wall, ending our race. We did finish the race though, this time around is on the lead lap as well. So it is an improvement in terms of pure performance on paper from the first race in Bahrain, where we were 2 laps down, but now that performance has gotten us a secret meeting. Now I honestly do not know which team this would be, and it's RB. RB wants us there. We beat Danny Ricciardo, and that was incredible. They had a points finish in the first race of P9, well, that could have been because of us. Teams might have seen our position where they would be like, this is crazy. Why are you in this situation? We finished 19th this time around, way down the order. But I'd like to continue talks in case our team does not perform to the level that we want. But now I want to see if there's anything we can do. The upgrade we're getting is a chassis upgrade that was developed by Kevin Magnussen, and cylinder head, and front wing. I think we're gonna have a lot of upgrades coming in right about now. That could put us even with decarb here. The first one is in. The second one
okay, mate. I know
has...
you're...
Okay, so it was a cylinder head. We can't get it in before this Grand Prix, so slight improvement. We engine power is not something we need to worry about just yet.
And a warm welcome, everybody. We're here in the heart of Melbourne. It's Albert Park, and it's qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix.
And the qualifying takes us all the way down under. And now we're here for our first lap in Q1. And hopefully the only lap we're gonna have to do this time around.
pushed down to P17.
But the lap is very strong. Arguably a little too strong, to be fair. Having toned it down just for the sake of qualifying, it seems we turned down everything a little too much. Because I did put it at 93, I believe. Just going in to check what I changed it to. I put it at 93 thinking that's where we are at, but it seems 100 is where we need to be at this point. Seeing if we can just let the time run by and change. Track improvement was enough, but it gets us through into Q2 quite safely, whilst Kevin Magnussen does not get through. We're about a second quicker. All things considered, this is not really where we're supposed to be. We should have probably been through, but not by this much. Let's get to Q2. Okay, so I may or may not have taken a few days to contemplate how I'm gonna take Q2 and Q3. So I've realized that the AI on this year's game is absolutely terrible. Like, just absolutely. The fact that we were, and I quote, probably third best or something, that we got through into Q2 with the margin that we had, isn't right. So this difficulty is not staying at 93, it's going up to 105. I have a feeling that that's what I'm going to need. I do a lot of testing, and I think 105 is the right AI level in this scenario. Now, my voice has changed slightly, and just for the people that are feeling like, why is it so different? I've literally, usually I do like a few laps of practice before I start these recordings. And this time around, that's not the case. Hey, P7, not bad actually. Of course, I left a lot of margin in this scenario. I really did leave a lot of margin for this lap. So P7 on an old set, considering that everyone has to do a second run, pretty substantial. So my sector times leave a lot on the table, but the fact of the matter is, as it stands, after Alexander Albon does his lap, we will know if we are in or not in. We ideally want to beat one of the RBs. So as it stands, we are on par with Daniel Ricciardo in terms of pure pace. Our car is, I believe, approximately the same level as these other guys. Now, we have 8/10 to gain. If we gain that, that will put us around P5 or 6. If we get the ideal lap in. And this is considering that no one else has done the same lap time. Now, heading into Q2, this is the second lap. The first lap was done on a used set. That used set is now absolutely trashed. And I decided to take these laps a little bit more easy.
We've dropped to P11.
And I just want to see if I can make it through on this AI level, Q3, and how easily it was. Because all things considered, right now, as it stands, we're 2/10 up. We're gonna make it through quite okay. We're 5/10 up. Now, on my first lap, this was a sector where we absolutely got shafted ourselves. Yeah, this is... Yeah, that's a half a second improvement. It puts us into P7 ahead of one of the Ferraris. Now, we were the only driver on track, so this puts things into a lot of perspective. Now it's time to see what these drivers can do. P8 in the end, about a second off of the Red Bulls, ahead of a Ferrari, out qualifying both RBs. Yeah, the air level needs to go to 100 at least, I think. The fact of the matter should be that I should scrape into Q2 and not barely miss out on Q3 on an ideal lap. The fact of the matter is, we are a little too quick for this AI right now. Just a tad. But we're going to Q3. The chances that we make it... Yeah, so with rear locking. I had some rear locking down the final massive straight. P7 is the best we could do. Now, this is arguably on a newer set, is a slower lap time than we were expecting. I think this is about where we are going to stand, actually. At the very most. We matched Lewis Hamilton, almost. In the second sector. The first sector was terrible. And we lost out the most in the third sector. Possibly because of that lockup. And actually, our first and second sectors were very competitive. Our third sector was where we just absolutely bottled it. But either way, I am going to increase the AI level. And we retire from the session. We're happy with where we are. And we're going to get to Grand Prix proper.
This circuit missed a few years off the F1 calendar, and we missed Albert Park. So welcome back, and it's great to be back in Melbourne. Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix. So here we are at Albert Park Circuit, 3.28 miles around, with the streets making for a bumpy surface with little undulation. There are 14 corners around the lake, with the best passing opportunities coming at turn 1 and turn 3. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, Russell, Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Hamilton, Bearman, Stroll, Ricciardo, Gasly, Tsunoda, Albon, Joe, Bottas, Magnussen, Ocon, and Logan Sargent. And now it's time to head down to the track. Alongside me here in the commentary box today, former racing driver extraordinaire Naomi Schiff. Now, Ant, you know us. Professionals as we are, we don't listen to rumours all the time, just some of the time. And in the case of this driver, I think we were right to listen to those rumours because they were true. I don't want to, but we should look at their recent performances. And I think poor is a universal word to describe them. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race. But I can tell you that pre-race rituals are a real thing. When I was in go-karting, I used to touch every wheel in a specific sequence before I got into the kart. And then I stepped up to cars and had a specific set of fireproof base layers just for race day. So watch the drivers when they're on the grid. Some may be sitting on the floor and isolating, others may be up to other things that they do. But these little things really help their minds get ready for the race.
Well, let's be honest, Crafty. Our race last time around was not our own fault. Maybe I should have not gone for an overtake? Okay, then it's my fault. I should never overtake. But we are in the points. We have qualifying pace, just like we did in Jeddah. Now, the team would love to get some points here. Put our name on the board. Start the series strong is what we would want. But we're going to go for this medium-hard strategy. I'm considering going for the hard medium strategy. I want to go this way. I'm going to go hard medium, and I might prolong the hard stint by just about a lap. And let's go for the formation lap.
Okay,
Wow.
there. Nice
Okay,
that's
a beautiful. Hey, be honest with me. Most of you thought I was not gonna make it on that. Lights went out really quickly. Stroll got a hell of a start.
Okay, we're monitoring some wear on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
We'll tuck in right behind Gasly. And we'll stick to this as much as we can. Our hard tires are not going to pay us dividends at the moment. They're going to pay us dividends near the end of the race. So let's not forget that, and let's not go for risky overtakes. We're going to have the advantage of the hard tire. Close to the end of the race. We will be on the faster tire with lighter fuel, which means our pace will be significantly better. Significantly better. Okay, I feel like I'm doing a decent job right now. Okay, now what I'm doing now is very important right now because I'm trying to keep in DRS, which means I don't lose touch of the guys ahead, and save as much ERS as I can. So as whoa. Okay. Me trying to avoid Gasly has lost me 3 positions. Okay, we're back to where we started. What? Not in DRS? Oh, I do have DRS. Thank God. Okay, these 3 drivers are now fighting so hard. Okay, Stroll, you have been had.
Flag.
Okay, Stroll's having issue. Let's see. Hold up, is that Daddy Ricciardo?
Gap to your teammate behind, 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, it's Danny Ricciardo that's caught up. So we've... that error... Hamilton had a massive error, it seems. Okay, we just need to fight now. We're back into the point. We're back in the point. Okay, so we next lap, I think.
Flag.
What's happened to Max Verstappen?
Okay, clear.
Max Verstappen had a... Max Verstappen had an error. He's driving again.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
Okay, we're getting very close
Okay, the car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form.
And that's about an Alpine that's holding up Mercedes. I think next lap on the main straight we're gonna have DRS. There we go. Okay, the medium runners are now pitting.
In this lap, push now. Okay, Kevin's in for his stop now. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed.
We are in P5 for now.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your
We're
own
gonna
tape
go
button.
Did we just literally lose our front wing while trying to make pit exit? Oh no! What was that?
We had an issue attaching the front right wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put that behind us and get back into this race.
That puts us
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
somewhere where we would not want to be. Okay, at least we have the benefit of a tire offset to okay. It's not so bad. Okay, it could be worse. We're still in 9th. We're not gonna fight the Mercedes overly hard. Because we know for a fact that that car is faster than us. The only one we are gonna fight though is the Alpine. Okay, the front wing damage is not as bad as one would think.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 3.6 seconds. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 4.4 seconds.
We're gonna be a tough competitor to Hamilton. We're not gonna make it easy, but we're not gonna defend overly hard. I mean, some would consider that to be very hard defending. Some would consider that to be a very hard defense. To be fair, we're leaving just enough room. Yeah, we should have been fighting Ricciardo. We should have been. We're going to the inside the fence line. He's leaving the door open every single time, so I am just going to go ahead of him and just hold my spot. Although 7 laps of doing that seems like insane, we will do it. At the Jeddah, where we should have had a massive advantage going in, we should have even made progress rather than regress. I mean, that's a beautiful one. We absolutely pushed him, but we pushed him very fairly. Now it's Gasly. Gasly is someone we are absolutely going to fight.
Caution, caution.
Is that Norris? Norris is retired from the race. Would that be a safety car?
Green flag. Okay, Ollie, any more front wing damage and it's going to really cost us. So please, let's protect it and bring the car home.
P8, we are now really in a position where we should have been in P7 even. Ricciardo is getting ahead of Russell? We're running out of ERS.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 4.9 seconds.
We have to get that position up. Purely because of the fact that we are just struggling to retain ERS, trying to defend these positions. I'm gonna try and keep the position. So I could probably do that. Give up on the final lap, give up the position, and get back. Russell has lost out a lot of time. Russell is losing a lot of time. Is he have an error? Is there issues? I'm catching him. And I have front wing damage. This is something I will defend. Yeah, Russell is losing a lot of time to us. Russell is just holding me up now. That's not a sentence I would expect to say in the first 3 races of career mode.
Really, really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean.
He also has throwing damage, but he has a lot more damage than I do.
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres. Okay, gap to the car in front, 1.6 seconds.
Okay, fighting with Russell lost me a lot of time.
The underbody's taken a little damage, just watch out for it.
Oh, that was an error on my part. That damage that I have now, it's all me. I was just pushing too hard. Okay, we have some damage. We need to be a little bit careful. We have some damage on the floor. It shouldn't be too bad. But it is there. Okay, I think P9 is absolutely the most we can achieve here. I swear to God, I'm so happy that I have no other damage. I missed my braking point so badly.
Okay, you have some front wing damage, but not enough to justify a stop in the remaining laps.
Talk to Russell about that. We have 2 points on the board. This was an absolutely chaotic race, but it is a race where we have gotten points. It's tough. It was absolutely tough. And my first instinct of putting the AI, leaving the AI to where it was good.
Okay, we think the underbody's incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment. Just be careful.
Oh my
Race
goodness.
over. Take care of the car on the way in.
That is P9. Yes! Let's go! We have points. Oh my lord. We got points. Our first points on the board. 2 points. We beat our teammate over the course of our entire weekend for the first time this season. And hopefully not the last. Let's take a look at the standings for the first time this time around. We are in P14. Even on points. With a lot of other drivers. We are ahead in terms of points of our teammate now. Crucially. And Ricciardo got a bunch of points there. We are there's no longer a single team on the grid who has no points. So every team is on points. McLaren and Red Bull are even on points after 3 races. Let's take a look at how our stats have improved. And we are beating our rival, which is Kevin Magnussen, in its entirety. We've got a lot of experience, a lot of awareness, our pace goes up as well, and our focus goes up. Means we are almost 69 rated overall. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Please like and subscribe, and I will hope you like it so far. Leave feedback for anything you want to see more. Peace out. Out of here.